I, Vegeta, the Prince of all Saiyans, hereby command that you do not listen or subscribe to the Dragon Ball 4 Life podcast. Whatever you do, would you defy royalty? No! Bye!
We have your attention, please, and welcome to another episode of Dragon Ball 4 Life, where we come for the content, but just stay for the culture. And it's Friday. You know what that means. Another brave soul has decided to answer the Dragon Call. But before we introduce our very special guest, you know who we be. The Fusion Dance Dons, a.k.a. the Mon Gods, a.k.a. the deadliest backcourt in Z podcasting industry. I go by the name of Bro Jita, the Prince of all sayings. Mr. Matthew Porter, a.k.a. Matty Ice, here with my counterpart, the Oob to my Majin Buu, my Den Day One, going from the lookout to the cookout. I'm Mr. Troll Told Trav. Talk to the people, Trav.
You know what it is. It's the kid Troll Told Trav, a.k.a. Super Saiyan Sharp, and I just got to check my levels because... Is this thing on? Because, you know, I say this with pride, and Lord Beerus knows that I've never been a cheater. That's why I stay with one woman like Vegeta.
And we adore her.
And we are here, as Mr. Porter had mentioned. It's another Friday, and you know what that means. We drop a Dragon Call on Fridays. And look, gang, y'all know what time it is. I mean, you might catch her hopping around the content realm. You might catch her high on life, no gummies, but actually gummy. Ooh. Y'all will learn a little bit more about that on this show. But today's guest lacks nothing short of passion, charisma, and all-around awesomeness. Please, as we have another Pink Friday in store.
Another one.
Give your snaps all around for PinkSaibot!
Snap for myself, because that was the most amazing intro.
Hey.
That's what we shoot for.
That's what we strive for. That's what we strive for.
You know, it's me, that's right. The buddy gang, I always got them with me.
You know what my new favorite saying is from 2024? And I don't know if other people say it, but I heard it and I stole it, so I'm claiming it if y'all have never heard it before. You know how people say, like, oh, you know what really grinds my gears? Like shit like that?
Yeah.
So you know what really bugs my bunny has been my favorite saying of the whole
Did you say
year.
you heard that from someone, or you just picked it up
somebody had said it one time and I never heard it anywhere else, and I was like, I'm stealing that from you, because I don't even, it was like a random friend it was like, you know, them 24-hour friends at the bar.
Yeah.
I'll never see this person again.
24-hour friends.
We all know the ones. You just
I know what you mean.
I know what you mean.
I know what
my
you mean.
homie.
Yeah.
You know what really bugs my bunny?
Yeah, that you don't need to go back and delete that part out.
Yeah, right. Just beep all that out.
That's all you.
That's it. Don't admit that.
Or, all right, Mikey, the part where I admitted that I totally copywrote that shit. Cut that part.
I changed my mind. It's from me after all.
All of a sudden, it's just like in the actual episode, it's just blurted out. Like it's just static noise.
Look, if I ever hear that in the wild after this episode, I'm taking credit for it.
Look, I'll say it was done by you.
That's all I need.
I got you.
That's all I need. But enough about Bugs Bunny. We talking about a different bunny gang. But Miss PinkSaibot, Miss Saibot. Can I call you Miss Saibot?
Yes, you call me. You guys want to call me?
We like to be gentlemen around here.
Absolutely. So we love to say that, you know, the easiest place to start is the beginning. So one would assume by your handle that you may be a Mortal Kombat fan. One would guess. You know, one would assume. So what was your nerd origin story? What was the thing, the show, the game, the both of those that brought you into this worldwide nerd world?
Wow. So my nerd, you know, it's been a little while. You know, I was not one of the kids that grew up with it being like super popular, so sometimes it takes me a little while for it to get back. But I would think as far back as I can remember, like Sailor Moon. I did, you know, at the time we didn't realize they were animes. Like growing up, it was just like that's a cartoon,
right?
Sailor Moon. was that magical girl? Card captors.
Card captors. Card
captors. Card captors. Yes.
A mystic adventure. Stop playing with me, bro. That was my shit. Card captors was my shit.
Was that during the
that was the Toonami era, bro.
The Fox slot? I remember.
Yes.
So it did. It was on Fox Kids
that was
initially.
like one of those.
Yeah, and then Toonami
it was Card Captors. Sailor. I think Sailor Moon was in that slot.
And there was
Escaflowne. Was also in that.
I didn't wake up for Escaflowne. I was cool.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, that one was
my
like
time to go back to sleep real quick. That was like 7 a.m., bro.
I'm gonna hit you guys with one. I'm gonna hit you guys with one.
Go ahead, deep cut me.
Do you know
the
Fighting Foodons?
Why does that name sound so familiar? I need to look this up real quick because I feel like I'm about to have a whole
yes, memory. It was this little boy that used to. He was a chef. He would like travel around. He would make these dishes, and the dishes would come to life and fight each other. I do remember
this shit. Get the frog out of here! Damn, this was a buried memory.
That was a good one. Also, the Ronin Warriors.
I love Ronin Warriors.
I had one of their figures too.
Yo, bro, I had all of them, bro. Yes, like, Ronin Warriors was my shit. Ronin Warriors,
hell yeah.
Metabots was a big one.
I was trying to remember the name of it. That era. Metabots, yes.
Yeah. I feel like Fighting Foodons, Monster Rancher, Metabots, that was all like
the Beyblade anime came on during that slot too.
Yeah. I forgot about Monster Rancher with the little thing with the eye.
Yeah. So I remember the Monster Rancher video game. Like if you wanted to like capture a monster, you like needed another disc from something else, like a CD or like a video game. That's how you like downloaded monsters. It was the wildest shit ever. You know? Like real intricate, like scratching the shit out of shit. It's probably a bad business model to have a child manhandling discs like that.
let me put this on here.
Damn, there's this one anime that I never remember the name of it, but I remember the opening theme song was fire. And it was about like this little caveman boy that got like frozen in time. And like this scientist guy and his like his grandson and granddaughter like unfroze him and his dad. And it's like there's a bunch of miniature animals that if you like get them, they like turn into weapons and shit. And I can't remember the name of this damn anime for the life of me. But it was lit. Like they were like it was kind of like Pokemon and Digimon like fused together. But like you needed to like earn the trust of these different like dinosaurs. And then if you got them, they like turned into things. They were like Zords off Power Rangers and shit, but small. And it was fire, bro. And I can never remember the name of it.
I'm trying to remember.
But it was in that Fox Kids.
I'm seeing it in my brain right now.
It was in that Fox Kids.
That
era. Like that time show.
You know what's really helpful? If you go to the website Annie Picker and you kind of like scroll back, because they have almost every single anime that ever came out listed year by year. Because there were so many that I couldn't remember that I had to go back on there and like just look at like the covers or the descriptions.
I can say this here because we all have a certain level of melanin, but Annie Picker sounds mad racist.
Which one of y'all on Annie Picker, huh?
I didn't even think that. Listen.
He said, "You that little Annie Picker that good at basketball, huh?" I heard about you.
I'm watching who's saying that
Annie Pickers.
Them Annie Pickers.
I'm gonna use that with my boyfriend, and he's gonna be like, "What?"
He's like, "Huh?"
That's amazing. Yeah, no, I'm gonna find. Look, when I randomly blurt out the name of this anime mid episode, that's you'll know I found.
Yeah, you're just gonna pop it out. But anyways, your origin story.
So you watched all this shit.
Yes,
essentially.
All the hits.
All the hits.
But the thing that got me as far as like video games and stuff, my dad took me to go see Mortal Kombat. In the theater.
In
Philly. It wasn't on 60. It was I don't know if it's on. Is that South Street in Philly? There's that movie theater down there. 69th Street.
So 69th Street. So there is a movie theater on South Street, or used to be on Columbus Boulevard, and there's also like a famous movie theater on 69th Street because it was like the most ghettoest movie theater of all time.
Well, I remember it had 2 levels, and across them it was like a store that used to sell like shoes. It was like a whole.
You're talking about the movie theater on South Columbus Boulevard. It was a United Artists. There was like a diner in like this little weird.
Oh yeah. Now
did it strangely kind of look like the building from Power Rangers, like their old base?
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah. That was the United Artists movie theater. Fun story. I heard, again, the internet be internet, and so I don't know if this is a true story. They went out of business. I don't think they survived COVID. That whole shopping center like went out of business. Like everything there, like Wet Willie's used to be there. It's like a diner. I heard someone bought that whole shopping center and they're reopening a movie theater. I heard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I hope that's what
me
it
too.
is.
I hope it's true.
Yeah, that was a good location.
Because we know the opposite. You know, speaking of like non-melanization, I know I just made that term up, but
we're here.
It's a term now.
She said, "You know what really bugs my bunny? Non-melanization.
It really bugs my bunny."
I love it.
But that's how the whole thing.
It was the first Mortal Kombat movie.
The first Mortal Kombat movie. I sat at that. I was too young to watch it. Of course, you know, violence.
Aren't those
and
always
deaths
how
and
the
whatnot.
best stories start?
I wasn't supposed to be here, but
I wasn't. But thank you, Dad. I was just amazed, and my favorite character ended up being Sub-Zero.
Mine
now,
too.
If you follow if you follow that lore, then you know what happens to Sub-Zero, which is why I put Saibot.
Love it. Love it. There you go. Mic drop.
Go look it up.
Mic drop. I love that. So I guess this is always Mortal Kombat 2 is always a polarizing movie. You either like loved it because it was like so bad it was good, or you were like disgusted. What side of the fence did you fall on?
I'm gonna say this, okay, and it's gonna be controversial.
It's a safe space.
I am rocking with Mortal Kombat no matter what. All of the movies.
Hey, say we're proud.
All of the movies, even though like the newest one, like who's Cole? What, you know, I don't care. Okay, it's Mortal Kombat, and you know, I just look at it from a different lens. Every single movie, and so if you keep that in mind, yeah, respect them.
I liked Mortal Kombat 2. Like I feel like I could say confidently that I've seen the second one. I've seen Annihilation way more times than the first one. Like way more times. Like it's like it's like not even close. Like it's kind of ridiculous how many times I watched the second one. Like, that was when you remember back in them days when you used to like be able to rent VHSs, but you had to like get them Jones back like the next day. So I was like, I'm about to watch this bitch 15 times before I gotta return it.
It's
and
like,
then Blockbuster came around and was just like, no, we're gonna give you a week. It's like, oh shit, I got a week. This is crazy.
I remember those days.
The good old days.
I worked for one of those places.
That's love. I used to want to work for a video store at one point in time. I was like she was like, nah, no. I'm so glad you avoided that trauma. Yeah, like the thought of it though, like hindsight, like damn, because I used to work at a liquor store, so like I used to hate having to like face and front bottles and like restock the shelves. I can imagine it's probably that same hatred for like restocking videos.
Yeah, just
yeah, it was that was my first job. That was my first official job. I worked at Hollywood Video.
Oh, Hollywood Video.
I remember that.
I remember Hollywood
with
Video.
the GameStop attached.
Hey.
It was Game Crazy.
Like, somehow I always ask every guest this question, and I feel like you might not let me down. Do you remember Suncoast videos?
Do I?
Let's fucking go! I knew
We were
it.
talking about it. We were talking, wasn't it?
Fucking knew
Matt's
it,
been
bro.
waiting for someone to remember.
Yo,
this.
no
He's
one
dropped it like
was
every Dragon Call.
Every time we have like a movie nerd or a video game player, I'm like, do you remember Suncoast? But they're like, oh, sounds familiar.
To be fair, I thought for a while that it was called West Coast Videos.
Yeah, it was.
I thought that's what it was called, but it was wasn't it like red? Like their theme was like reddish or something.
Yeah,
I remember going downtown.
They had like a red era and like an orange era, and like the famous one. The famous one was like in Plymouth Meeting Mall. Like it was like behind the food court. If anybody from the Philadelphia or surrounding areas knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, Sunco's video was my shit because that's what got me. I won't say it got me into anime because I was already into Dragon Ball, but I was like watching it on TV like everybody else. So like when Cartoon Network got new episodes, that's when I would see it. But I never knew the concept that shit like continued on in VHS and manga form back at that time.
Yeah.
In Sunco's videos, they had the Majin Buu saga on dubbed VHS back when we was still on Namek on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
So, and I just remember,
You're like, wait, what?
I was like, who? I remember the episode, the videotape that I had got. It had Little Trunks and Little Goten, and I was like, who the fuck are these characters? I was like, is that Goku? He's small again. Like,
How do they know about these?
Who's this purple hair kid? Yeah, like, I've seen Big Trunks, so yeah. But Sunko, I knew I had you had that look in your eyes. So she knows Sunco's video. I could feel it. I can feel it.
I remember.
We win. I can retire now. I don't need the podcast.
Yeah,
anymore.
look. Matt said, Trav, take it from here.
I'm hanging them up, bro. It's the final episode of Dragon Ball for Life, y'all. It's been real.
This is a great combo. But nah, so I mean, like, you know, as said in your intro, you know, we started gang. You're gang affiliated.
Yes.
By the way, people, if you're hearing that, you know, it's not what you think. It's not what you think. Don't
They said
start
them
looking
damn
in her
Anna
background,
Pickers.
nothing.
Them Anna Pickers.
The Anna Pickers.
Nah.
Annie Pickers in their gang affiliation.
Trying to incite riots.
Okay, let's not do that. But you know, you're part of the Gummy Gang and the Bunny Gang. So tell the gang here about your gangs.
So, first and foremost, shout out to both the Gummy and Bunny Gang. Okay.
Wow.
What came first was my Gummy Gang. That's the name of my community. That's what I affectionately love to call them because they're just all sweet and cute. First of all, like gummies are some of my favorite candies.
Gummy bears are the golden candy.
Yes.
Wait, what kind?
Harborough Gold Pack.
Okay, you know, they're good. We love them.
Where you going, Black Forest? Where you going?
Oh, no. Sorry. I mean,
Whoa.
all gummy bears are accepted. But, Albanese, they're in a white and red bag.
White and red bag. This is feeling familiar.
I'm not sure if everybody knows. They make a lot of different candies, but a white and red bag, they're so flavorful. You can get a 5-pound bag on Amazon for like $12. Don't ask me how I know, because I've ordered it before. I know you didn't ask, but I'm gonna tell you.
I don't think I've ever had these, but I do. This bag looks very familiar.
So I gotta say,
and into the loose.
I've never purchased any, but with the way that you're talking about it, I have a feeling that I may have had it multiple times. So quick side story. There is one guy in our high school. We just called him the Gummy Bear Man because he would sell gummy bears, but like he would just literally just put it in.
Would have varieties.
But like the thing was like it wasn't like he gave us like he sold the gummies in like a regular like pack. It was just in a Ziploc bag.
But they were store special.
But they were the best gummy bears that I've ever had. We said they were crack gummy. We were like, there's got to be crack in them because like they were the best gummy bears, and he would never tell us like where he was buying them from or what the name of the company was.
Are these kind of tinier than like regular like Harborough gummy bears? Like maybe like size wise, like they're not as big, because this blue one looking real familiar.
Sometimes they're not as transparent. They're not as translucent.
Okay.
What's the name of the
Albanese. Do me a favor. If you do trust me. Yes,
we do.
We locked in.
Just get a little bag. They sell them in small bags sometimes at like Dollar Tree and stuff.
Yeah.
If you're afraid, you know, hey, you're used to Haribo, whatever.
Nah, I'm a order.
No, I mean looking like the candy dealer. I mean, just gummy bear dealer.
Yeah. Gummy Man Jr.
Nah, I'm gonna order them because I really do feel like those might be the ones he was selling.
Nah, Trav, when you saying that like you feel
bears.
like you might have had them like not in the actual packaging. I feel like I might have had these too as well. Like. A little snack pack.
Get that 5-pound bag, just pass them out yourself. You could be the next gummy bear.
You too.
Yo, he would be selling out too. Like he'd be in class 8. Yo, I'm about to get in a new shipment next week. You want?
I'm about to get this shipment. It is hilarious.
Like it was literally like he was selling drugs.
I mean, hey.
But they were the best though. So,
if he was a real one for like specific people, he'd just start busting them down by colors. Like, yo, got them green and reds. Hey, Christmas green and reds.
Got all pink for Mother's Day.
That's amazing. So Gummy Gang, we back.
Yes.
Because they're the golden candy.
Yes.
And that's what I call like my community, my loves. Because gummies come in all different shapes and sizes and things like that. They could be sour, they could be spicy, like the little nitro gummy bear. Hottest gummy bear on the planet, by the way. But at the end of the day, you still want them, you still love them. So that's where I came up with it. They've been holding me down since day one. I love my community.
Love that.
As far as the bunny gang, man, I think I got connected with Dave and the Bunny Gang back in, I think it was 2022. For the longest time.
Dave and the Bunny Gang is the name of this episode now.
Dave, it's like Josie and the Pussycats.
Yeah,
exactly.
When's the album dropping?
Josie and the Pussycats is a mad underrated cartoon, by the way.
I used to like that a lot. I used to want to dress like them. But it's a clothing company, but it's not just a clothing company. It's become like a sisterhood. We've got like a Discord, all kinds of stuff goes on in Discord. Secret stuff goes down in Discord. Not so secret stuff goes down in Discord. We're gamers. Some of us are moms, friends, chefs, business people ourselves. It's just the community that he built around having our own personalized like faces on our t-shirts and stuff like that as bunnies. It's just the coolest thing. I'm Pink Bunny.
Obviously.
Yes. It almost was taken because there is a Pinky Bunny. His wife is Pinky Bunny, and I'm just regular Pink. But that's okay. Regular Pink is okay too.
Yeah.
And they're very welcoming. Mm-hmm.
I love that because that's important because like whether it be you on your gaming journey or us doing like this podcast stuff, I know you take a big stance on like mental health and just like protecting your peace and your energy. And then can you speak to us just like because I live with anxiety. I like been to therapy. I know how to like manage it to keep my levels low and stuff. I have like a white noise machine that stays on 24/7. Like, the relaxation is real. But can you speak to me just how do you balance being like a public figure, especially in like a gaming space, because it can get vicious in there over them headphones.
Oh yeah.
Like how do you kind of like still champion anybody who might want to follow this path who may suffer from like any type of like mental distress? Like how do you balance those waves?
First of all, shout out to you because just like you said, I'm balancing, you're balancing too, so congratulations to you for that.
I appreciate you.
I will never lie and say that it's easy because it's not. It's something that, mental health is a journey. There's ups and downs. Sometimes you're going to be good at it. Sometimes even when you think you get good, you might have a little bit of a backtrack. For me, it is a struggle, but being in therapy, keeping myself mindful, that really helps my community. My community knows what it is. It's been about four years since I've started streaming, and they've seen all the ups and downs. It's been a roller coaster, and I mean like the lowest of the low to the highest of the high. These past two years, maybe not a year and a half, has been like really good. We've been riding an upward, but even something like last night when I was having panic attacks last night, sometimes you just can't predict it, but it's all about who you surround yourself with. And also
gummy gang. Buddy
exactly,
gang.
yes.
Gang, gang.
Because I mean, I'm telling you, they can tell on the days, like if I'm streaming and something happens and I'm having the anxiety and I need to like take a minute, they'll be able to see in my face. They'll be like, okay, don't worry about us. You know, you take a little break and I'll be like, thanks guys, and just like disappear out the frame or whatever. But yeah, it is a process, but just know first, you're not alone.
Facts.
Please don't ever feel alone in your journey. And I know it can be taken in the wrong way to say, you know, what do you mean I'm not alone? You know, nobody goes through what I'm going through, which is partially true. No one is you. No one's literally going through what you're doing. However, there are people that you can feel relation to in that sense. So I want people to know that they're not alone. Me and my community, we have started on our journey of Mental Health Mondays.
Hey.
So we've been journaling together. Today we did the last Mental Health Monday of the year. And it went really, really well. We journaled together. We put, you know, small goals, things that I learned in therapy that it kind of like help other people with a little bit.
Sharing that knowledge.
Yes. So that's how we're managing right now.
I love that.
And you know, too, one thing that you had said that I think it's a very simple act, but it goes a very, very, very long way of recognizing when someone that you care about is, you know, you could tell they just need a quick reset. And just the simple act of letting them know, hey, whatever you got going on, just put it on pause. We'll take care of the rest for now. Because I think a lot of us, you know, me included at times, is that we take on this Superman complex where we just want to be able to handle everything, do everything, take care of everybody, and sometimes neglect ourselves. And I think those that are able to see that and just tell you, hey, just take a quick break, you know. I just think it just goes. It's a simple act, but a lot of us, you know, sometimes will take on more than we can handle at a capacity level, and just, you know, sometimes burn out. But just having that support, having people that can just recognize that, I think that's super important.
Word.
Yeah.
Really
You kind of reminded me of something, so I need to be like more transparent, okay? Because that's really a good reminder. Sometimes we do want to like do for like take on a little more than we can handle for the sake of others. So I went to MomoCon 2024, and that's one of my things that I struggle with, is being around a lot, like it's a convention.
Oh, large crowds are hard for you.
Very, very, very. That was a struggle weekend, and my boyfriend, he was, you know, are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure you want to do this? I was like, oh yeah, no, I'm fine. I was not fine. Sometimes I was fine, but you know, other times I wasn't. I learned a lesson. That it doesn't matter what other people think of me and how other people may view me. It's not weak. It's not anything. I need to take care of myself first, no matter what's going on around me. Because 100%. At the end of the day, if I don't take care of myself, who's gonna do it?
Word. Facts.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
and you have a family, bro. So it's just like, you know, it's levels to it. Do you mind if like we have a little therapy thing real quick, just really fast?
Hey.
May I ask you what it is about large crowds that get your anxiety flared up?
Really? Okay, it's gonna sound weird. Energies.
Okay.
Have you ever had somebody just walk up to you and you're just like, ugh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
You can feel it.
I'm big into reading auras.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
For sure. For sure.
It's that. It's energies. It's at times noises, but mostly the energy. It's one thing if I'm like one-on-one with a person. I can, even if you're like giving me that energy that I don't like, I can take some space for myself, back up, assess the situation, see if I want to stay around you, if I want to deal with you, if I can't deal with you. But if there's like hundreds of other people around me, there's no.
Overstimulating.
Yes, there you go. That's a good word for it.
I got you. May I give you a tool that potentially could help with that? So
I mean,
so I'm on the opposite end of it. I love large gatherings because with energies like that, I feel kind of like a photosynthesis type of thing. Like I kind of thrive off of like other people's good vibes. So it's like large parties for me. It's like the larger the gathering, it's just like manja, like an energy vampire, but like in a good way. But doing a lot of like public speaking engagements and stuff like that. People ask me all the time, like, how do you speak in front of people? And like I do say, like I still get like the pterodactyls in my stomach. That's like a regular thing. But for me, it's just like that is an indication for me that I care about what I'm doing. So it's like when I'm not nervous about it, it's just like, damn, I don't really give a fuck. Like, do I really want to be here? But for the large crowd thing, what I did, or what I've kind of told people before in a change of perspective, if you really think about it, one of my favorite things that I picked up in my travels, I heard someone say, again, I'll claim it for myself because I can't cite my sources. They said the larger the gathering, the more intimate the setting. And, I was just like, well, what do you mean by that? Like, essentially, so much is happening, no one's paying attention to you. It's the small settings where there's like 4 or 5 people in the crowd. That's when the people watching is happening because you're observing your surroundings. That's when it's like more eyes are actually on you. But like a big, large convention, like even though we're all packed into the same space, we're all having like singular experiences. It's just like because there's so much, you can't take in like specific things. So you're just kind of just like you're part of the bunch. We're all here just experiencing this at the same time. That's
a really good way to put it. That is a really good way to put it.
And that's been my TED Talk. But I do want to stay on this mental health thing for one more second, because you do have some other community groups that you're a part of that I definitely want to talk about. But before we get into like the representation groups that you're a part of, are there any like mental health groups that you're a part of that are like in this space that you want to like, spread information out for?
Not really any that I am a part of. I did do a charity stream this year for Stacked Up, which raises money for veteran mental health awareness. They raise money for care packages for veterans, housing, different community acts and things like that, and chances to fly veterans to different like gaming conventions and stuff like that, because they are big believers that gaming heals, which is something that like we didn't know growing up, but now the studies are improving. So yeah, I'm starting my own company.
Hey, let's plug that. Talk your shit, queen.
Yes.
Talk it.
Basically it's going to be centered around mothers and mental health, specifically in the gaming space. But when it broadens up, I'd like to offer different services and connections to other resources for mental health besides like just through me.
I love that. And that's like super dope. I like really love that, because I feel like, we don't emotional health and mental health and, people actually taking care of themselves is like, thank God, a big thing now. Like, I feel like in to use my brother Chad's favorite word, like in a vacuum chamber, like that can sometimes like get lumped in. So I feel like you setting something up that specifically targets a group of people that I'm sure is a gigantic group, like moms that play video games. There's probably millions of y'all. Like, and like in the consensus of like, oh, like mental health, like they might not feel seen because it's not like specifically about that group. Like it might be about like mental health for gamers. And this is like, yeah, this advice kind of works, but it doesn't speak to the fact that I have a kid that I got to deal with. So like you,
yes.
Yeah. So like
that part.
You cherry picking and targeting like that specific avenue. I feel like that's dope as fuck. Like, that's
awesome. And the thing is like we didn't realize it growing up, but we've all heard it. How many times have you been in those toxic COD lobbies growing up and you heard somebody, like if I was a woman that came on and be like, go get in the kitchen, go take care of your kids, and I'm like, dang, I can't, so like that.
What if I actually do that? Why are you making it a bad thing?
Yeah, that's where you hear the most despicable takes, is because people just they're behind their keyboard, and so they're just like,
facts.
Here we go again.
So I just, you know, after going through things myself personally that affected my motherhood journey and, you know, my journey with video games and journey for myself, I'm like, and I talked to my mom about this too. My mother is a gamer.
Hey.
So it was, you know, I
Love
didn't
it.
start this. My mom, I remember her we talked about it, I think a few months ago when I did a paint and sip. I did a Gamer Mom paint and sip. The name is going to be changed once the business is, you know, put together. But I did the Gamer Mom paint and sip. Got a bunch of moms, and I said, "Mom, come on." And she said, "I don't do gaming. I don't know what you're talking about." I said, "Mom, I literally have a Pac-Man tattoo on my back because it's your favorite game. I bought you an Atari, like an original Atari. I hunted it down on." And she's like, "Yeah, you're right. But those are old school games." I said, "Mommy, it doesn't matter. Where do you think I got it from?"
Right.
So even just that realization, I was like, dang, there's moms out there that's even a generation above me that might need this. So that's when I was like, you know, God put it in my spirit, and I was like, I need to do this. I need to do this.
That's love. That's love. Shout outs to mom. Shout outs to mom. Shout outs to mom and dad. Tag teaming to make nerd excellence. Shout outs to mom and dad.
I love when I can hear the nerd origin being passed down amongst our kids, and just hearing, you know, or a product of that is because, you know, growing up, usually the take is, you know, from our parents that video games aren't good for us at all. And we've now entered a world where not only is it good for us, but it's also a way that people can, you know, make a career out of. And who would have thought that we'd be at this point, you know? But and then just one last question for you, and as we before we jump to another topic. But so whenever you just need to decompress, reset away from everything, what is something that soothes you, that is able to get you back in a good frame of mind for you to return back to your content creation?
There are a couple things. I like showers. I can spend in the shower.
You talking to the bath bomb king. You talking to the bath bomb king right now.
My parents used to get mad at me as a kid because sometimes I would take showers when I was bored. But I'm gonna let you continue. But yes, that's
in the water.
Yes.
Listen, I'm gonna say something nerdy because, you know, I call myself on Twitter, I call myself the bloodbender because, you know, the water benders and blood bending supreme. Because I relate to water so much. If I can swim, I will swim. If I can take a shower, I will be in the shower for upwards of 40 minutes because, you know, washing all my troubles away in the shower.
You're just there with your thoughts, soaking them all in.
Oh, yeah. Short showers are trash, yo. Like when you gotta rush, yo, it's just like you just mad, yo. You just in there mad as shit. Like,
I don't even feel like I'm getting clean.
Yeah, I feel dirty as shit in here, man.
For anybody listening to this, if you don't believe, one day, turn the shower on and just sit down. I know it might be a foreign concept. Sit down in the shower. Just sit down, cross your legs, and sit down in the shower. Let the water just hit you.
That's bliss.
And then see if you don't come back here and be like, oh my gosh, she was right. I'm just saying.
You know, you should get one of those too. Those it kind of works like a bath bomb, but like you put it in the shower and it like steams it up too.
Oh, hell yeah.
Vicks, Vapos.
I have a box of those, bro. I have a box of the Vicks.
You know about the Vicks?
Yeah, bro. I have a box of those, dog.
There's something so soothing about that.
Yo, bro, Nick, I don't even got a motherfucking runny nose. I might throw that bitch in.
You're like,
there's that. Yes. Breathe in the freshness. Breathe out the negativity.
yes.
That's facts.
Wait.
If that's not Vic's slogan, I was about to say, if that's not already, Mikey, when you edit this, do the research. If that's not their slogan, bleep that part out, bro.
Yes, we get paid for
We gonna
this.
sell it to them.
I said PinkSaibot got to get her residuals for that. You can't let them capitalize off of it.
Word, big facts, big facts. We gonna trademark it, and then when they be like, hey, we gonna say it out in public, and they be like, oh, we need that. They gonna go for it. Can't get it.
Yes.
And then we gonna sell it to them. That's what we gonna do.
Another melanated creation.
Hey, look, over melanization, baby.
There you go.
I mean that's how it happens, right? Us, we create and they take.
Clock it.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Trap, but you know what they can't take, brother?
What's that?
They can't take the Twitch Latin Unity Guild or the Twitch
Transition.
Black Unity Guild. They
Transition.
can't take those. They can't take that.
Yeah,
He does this. That's what we do. That's what we do. That's what we do.
See that creativity?
Yeah, I mean, so
can't learn that.
please, as you know, as we strive for a world where all skin folk can be kinfolk. Like,
Yes,
tell us about these guilds that we are going on.
We're striving. You're correct. I was just added into the Twitch Latin and Twitch Black guilds this year, and so happy about it. It is amazing. My approach to Twitch had kind of been like a little sprinkle of community here and there, a little sprinkle of community there. And I guess in life, sometimes, being different heritages, it's like you feel like you maybe don't fit in with the Latin people over there, maybe you're black over here, but like being both and seeing representations of both communities inside of both communities, like, do you know how crazy that is? And it's just literally bringing people together and bonding off of just whatever, seeing other different cultures in the Latin Guild, seeing people like me that I can relate to in the Twitch Black Guild. I don't know if I could feel more at home. And the people that run them are amazing. On the Twitch right now, the Twitch Black Guild has got Kata and Thor as the Twitch Guild leaders.
Kung Fu Kenny, Kendrick Lamar, running that job. What happens on Earth stays on Earth.
It's just, I feel very welcome. They're always open to ideas. We have a lot of stuff that we can do, like to organize different meetups in different cities. When you go to different conventions, Twitch Black Guild, like the badge, like you're like family. I mean, okay. That's a little bit of a stretch, but it's like Twitch family,
Yeah.
So, it's been really amazing. I was able to participate in at an Apex Latin Heritage tournament, and that was a really, really cool experience. That is just the dopest thing.
I love that because it's like it just like. It's a perfect example of like why we have these conversations. Like we've been derailed from at least 4 conversations because we linked up on a shared memory already between the 3 of us, and it's just like it's. I don't even know if cathartic is the word. I kind of like I'm on the same page with you, Miss PinkSaibot. Like I don't know what the word is to use, but like. To speak about a specific experience to you and have someone like be able to be like, oh shit, me too. It's like, what, you too? That's like, I thought it was just me. Like, this is lit, yo.
Those are some of the best like discoveries and conversations.
The greatest, dog. Like that you have such a specific like niche shared experience with like other human beings. It's like, damn, I love it here.
Yeah.
Earth is kind of dope when she wants to be.
I could probably go up in that Latin guild right now and be like, hey, you guys, anybody remember, your tio or tia or abuelita making you grind the corn to make the tamales, and somebody would come out of the woodworks and be like, oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, bro, I had that yesterday.
Yeah. Yes.
No, those are the
really
best.
cool.
Those are the best. Wait, damn. I'm so happy that's something that exists. Is that something that you have to like be brought into? Can like anybody apply for that? Because we obviously want to like spread.
And is that a
love.
part of is that a part of community or is that separate?
That's separate from community.
Okay.
You do have to apply.
Okay.
I'm not really sure what the criteria is. I'm gonna be honest.
You gotta do dope shit. That's what it is.
Dope AF.
You have to love. You have to
Yeah.
love Pink. I'm kidding.
There you go.
You do. Applications open up at certain times a year. It's a mystery to me. But if they do open and I'm like aware of it, I tell somebody that I think would be a good fit. I just think, just keep yourself positive, because I do know that they don't really bring people in that if you're like a troll and you're hating on everybody and you got the kind of content. Yes, skedaddle. That's the new. If you're just like doing stuff to bother people, I mean,
Yeah, we don't got time for that.
we still love you, but you might not.
Go troll somewhere else.
Yes.
Word. Like not here, Troel Embiid. We don't need that. we don't need it in our life.
Yeah.
Oh man, I gotta also ask the question. Another part of your identity is a parent. We share that. Trav, we got baby Rennie, got the fur baby and everything. So, but,
got the fur baby.
Got the fur baby. As a parent, as a nerd parent with a child, that you would obviously not. You don't want to force them into nothing, but you hope that they like the shit that you like. So have commonality bond that you can share. Are there certain animes, or the better question I want to ask, and I really want you to answer this one, are there like tragic gaming moments that gutted you as a kid that you feel is like a rite to passage that your kid has to experience? Like, if you're gonna call yourself a gamer, you need to play this.
Like,
you need to watch Joel die. like things like that.
So we're gonna trauma bomb real quick.
So, I haven't so far, just because of his age. He's not at some of the parts yet. However, there was a time when I let him get beat in Mortal Kombat.
Hey.
I mean, he was like too young to really understand what was going on. He was just pressing buttons and just like, Mom! And there was some other game. I was playing a scary game. Oh my gosh, I wish I could remember what it was. There's a clip of it on my Twitch channel that we're playing some kind of game together. Oh, it was, I think it was called Forspoken.
Okay.
And I was playing and he asked to play and I was like,
You sure you want to do
all
this?
right, okay. And then next thing he's yelling, he's like, Mommy, help me.
Help!
Yeah, help me.
All I could do was laugh. I do hope that one day he ends up playing the Final Fantasies.
Yes.
Because I feel like those are timeless stories, specifically to me, Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy X-2.
Yes.
That's what got
12,
me into Final
13.
Fantasy games. 10 and
10?
2. Yeah.
That's what. Thank you. Everybody usually says 7, but honestly, I didn't get. I played it backwards. It was 10-2, and then I went back and played 10. But either way, 10 got me into the Final Fantasies. As far as like anime and stuff like that, he's watched all the seasons of Pokemon.
Hey.
Ooh, okay.
That's a commitment, bro. Because it's mad.
He was. I was like, he'll walk around and talk about Squirtle. I'm like,
Squirtle.
yeah. I'm like, wait a minute, you saw that episode?
You did a double take. You said, wait, huh?
Yeah, Squirtle. Like Squirtle, that's my man.
Yes.
When you throw us from the TV and you look over and the TV's off, you're like, wait, what?
You're right. I'll just you know how you hear cues from your memory and you look over and to see your kid watching it, I'm like,
It's a beautiful moment.
Man.
Must have been a proud moment.
Digimon.
Oh,
He watched- yes.
My little Digi-Dustin.
I heard
Yes.
him one time, he's like, Digimon,
Digital monsters.
I was like,
Digimons are the
what are you
champions. Let's
saying?
fucking go.
Yes. So he's
Kids going places.
yes.
I love
He
it.
was
I love
over
it.
there playing Minecraft.
Classic.
Nice
Yeah.
time around.
He heard,
Hey, right on time.
he heard, he was like, Digimon?
Came running in. He said, "It's on. You're watching
Right.
it without me."
That's the me.
Love Pokemon.
Hey.
Let's go. Let's go. We
That's
love
like,
that.
okay, say hi, but then you gotta.
Yeah. What's up, buddy? We love that. Yeah, look, anybody who's a Digimon fan is my friend.
Yeah, that's
Goated.
That's
The goated
literally my mini.
I love that. Yeah, no, I'm are you the not taking it easy on my kids in video games parent? Are you that? Because I am.
No, I'm not.
You don't learn anything from winning. I'm that parent.
No participation.
Oh my
No.
Mario Party in my house is a
Oh my
bloodbath. I got
gosh.
like 56 stars.
Oh no, I can't. Well, for a few reasons. First, he's the only child, so I'm like, oh, he doesn't have anybody.
You break
to,
that
like,
one, you don't got
Yes, like he's got nowhere to turn and try to beat anybody in return. So and then I'm just like, as the oldest, I was the oldest, so I've like whooped everybody in my family and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I've had enough. I've had enough wins to last me a lifetime.
Blasphemer, you take that back.
You know, it gets lonely at the top. It gets lonely at the top.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Yeah.
I won't take it easy on him, but like if I win, I win. But I will I want him to know how to play games like in a way where he can win.
Right.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
No, that makes all the sense.
No, I'm not gonna let you cheese your way. If you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it like this.
You're not gonna cheat the game.
Yeah.
Ain't no button mashing happening in this house.
There you go.
Yeah, learn some combos.
Right, you will
Touch
learn
you.
these combos.
Do some block and parries.
Word facts, perfect parries only. Yeah.
Yes.
Like you want ice cream? I need 10 perfect parries.
Thank
today.
you. Yep.
And then you can get whatever you want from them.
Facts. Yeah, no, bro. I'm 1000% the other end of the spectrum, bro. Like, and it be the times like, no, you know what really bugs my bunny? when you playing like a one player campaign, maybe some Red Dead, who knows what the mood might call, and they want to play on your save. You will not.
Nah.
You will not play on my
You're not
save.
gonna mess up.
Look, when I'm
what
done playing, I'll start you a new campaign on your own save, but you ain't about to mess up my stats.
I do that with him. I do that with him now because I will never let my sister live this down ever.
Oh, she fucked up your save?
She's almost 30. I was playing Tomb Raider 2. One of my favorite games of all time.
This feels like a major breach of trust coming up. I feel
Yes.
I'm angry for
This
you.
was almost my villain story. Yes.
Villain origin story.
I, used to play because we just didn't have a lot of games, and that was my go-to game. I come home after school one day doing all my homework, yada yada. I boot up that game, and tell me why it's Lara Croft falling to her death. I was like, no. I said, no, there must be a glitch. Because, back then we had memory cards and stuff like that. Blew it, wiped the disc off, all that kind of stuff.
Blow on it.
The most ignored warning of all time.
Same thing.
Like it
Fall
says,
to your
do
death.
not
Same
blow
thing.
on it.
Well,
Yes.
shit. If it worked, it worked.
Man, look, I'm here for it.
I feel like it always worked.
Yes.
1000% every time.
And so she had saved it at a pivotal point where there was nothing I could do to get out of that death fall. So ever since then, nobody can play on my saves. I'm very picky about who plays my games, period.
1000.
And so when he wants to play the same game as me, I get him his own save, and I watch him. You're not about to rewrite over my save.
I can imagine your sister sneaking, playing the game, doing some things, and slips off the cliff and immediately hits pause, freeze off shit. And then saves. She's like, yeah, I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Because I never even knew that I didn't understand that she did it until I was like, I would not do this. What happened?
You just turn it on and you're like, wait, Why am I free falling?
Yeah, you know the little scream that she does when she falls too? Ah!
Yeah. In her brain, she probably was like, damn, you know, sis was struggling to get past this part. I'm gonna get past this part. She's gonna be so proud. She ain't gonna be mad that I played the game. Yeah. She's like, if I beat this level, she won't be mad that I played because I got her past the level.
I'm not gonna lie. I was very selfish with my games back then, though.
Oh, no,
very.
No, you got it. You got it.
I'm rolling with you. I'm rolling with you.
I was like, don't touch my PlayStation.
Very important.
When Spider-Man 2 first came out, one of the greatest games I've ever played in my life. And I remember my younger daughter, like, she loves Spider-Man, and I was like in the thick of it. Like I was like, ooh, like I was like locked, and I wasn't playing nothing else. And she's just like, "Can I play?" And I'm like, "No." You aren't Venom. Get out of here.
Push that. Get down.
Like, I am Venom. We not Venom. I am Venom.
That is so funny.
Yeah, right. When I beat it, I let her cook. Okay. But while I was in it, I was like, yeah, nah, not this time, kid. I love you. Like you my homie. Like, but I gotta do this one.
No, not now.
Relate.
Have kids, they said.
so they say.
All right, and then do it again. They said. I was like, oh, I can do this again.
Yeah,
they're great. It's all done in fun. But yeah, you can't fuck with my saves because because I too have.
You might as well just create a separate account for them.
I too have a childhood trauma story. My nephew had came over. I was maybe like 12, 13, and Pokemon Sapphire was out. And it was on the SD, and it was just great. That's my favorite Pokemon game, by the way. Sapphire was my shit. And my brother, my nephew, he had the game too and everything, but I can't remember what he had. I think he had like yellow. So you know, he was like a game back, and he like wanted to try the new game while I wasn't home. Man's saved over my game.
No,
and I was like deep in, bro, like deep. Like I had like level 86 Gyarados. I had Don Fan maxed out, bro. I was cooking. I was at that point in the game where you just nerfing everybody just cause you just disrespectful with it, going back to your hometown and whooping everybody ass with one hit moves. I was at that point in life. I was feeling good, bro. I turned on that game. I was like, you know what? Let me catch them all. You know, I was feeling good.
Yeah.
I turned that shit on, bro. Had starter Pokemon. I was like, what the fuck is this? What is this level 2 Pidgey? Like, all he know is Peck. All he knows is Peck. I don't work
too hard for this.
Dog,
all your TM's gone.
I was devastated, bro. Like I had the cry going, bro.
Yeah.
Were you trying to hold it in because you know if you just let it burst, you're gonna be crying even more?
Dog, yes, I fought them tears back, but when the dam broke, bro, I was depressed about that. I ain't know what depression was back then, but I was in it. Going to bed early and shit.
So that was for sure me.
No, it's the worst. It gave me a complex. And that is when my trust issues started.
That sounds terrible.
Like, this is where I can pinpoint it.
Yeah, bro. Like, Doc, I know exactly like where my complex came from.
Absolutely terrible.
But I do want to pivot off the games really quick before we just get into some fun rapid fire questions for you. So, you know, in our extensive research of all things Miss PinkSaibot, further down in your IG timeline, there's like really fire like nature environmental shots, and I gotta ask you about them. What? Like, is photography your bag? Is that like a side hobby? Did that lead you into the nerd world? I did. And it just was fire. I was just like, if she didn't take these, I want her to because it makes the interview better.
This is like a Nardwar moment. Like,
yes, that's how I feel.
How did you know?
Word. So PinkSaibot, photography. Let's talk about
Just
it.
Get the hat.
Word.
I'm so surprised right now. That threw me off. I've never had anybody do such thorough research.
We do.
I am impressed.
Let's go.
Yeah. To be honest, I took all of those pictures that you saw.
Let's fucking go. I was hoping so bad you did.
Yes.
I was like,
Yes. All the clouds, the beaches, the gator. I got a story about the gator for later. All of those pictures, nature photography, it was my thing. It's one of the kind of things that, you know, we're talking about mental health. It's one of the things that I had lost, but I hope to get back into, because when I was on it, I was like, let me chew my horn. I was on it. I would go anywhere and do a lot of different stuff to capture those pictures. And man, it was so rewarding to like hike 2-3 miles into a remote area of X, Y, and Z and just like get the perfect shot. Very rewarding.
Nah, them shits was like, so when I first started seeing them, I was like, oh, these are fire. I was just like, oh, the girl got talent. And then they was like getting real good. And I was like, oh, she probably, you know, she Pinterest.
humble stunt.
I was just like, I really hope, I look, full transparency, we family here now. As they got better and better and better and better and better, I was just like, I really hope that she did take these so I could just, you know, pour into her and celebrate her talent. But I'm starting to feel like she's just really good at Pinterest.
Actually, I found it on Getty. It was able to
Getty
remove
stock images, baby.
Was able to remove the watermark.
Dog, yeah.
You know what? Yeah, my Nana had told me to, and another reason that I want to, it was one of my passions before I became a mom and before, you know, life went to like a side quest.
Life is lifing.
Yeah, that's why I like to, I'm just, you know, on a little side quest before I get back to the main story.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, my Nana told me, like, you know, you need to take those pictures that you're taking and put them on postcards or something to get yourself out there.
Facts.
And, you know, sometimes, like, you don't believe in yourself, especially if you're going through, like, a side quest that's, like, super hard. And you're like, maybe I don't believe. But you guys saying that, like, unprovoked. You didn't even know they were in my pictures.
Hey.
I was hoping deep down. I was like, I really hope she took these because these are really good.
That's such a huge compliment. Thank you so much.
And I wanted to ask about that because I wanted to tell you, if you don't do that anymore, your ass need to start doing that shit again.
Get back to it.
Listen.
You know, you just at that point in the game where you about to like move where it was just like, oh, if you continue, you cannot return. Do you want to continue? So, you know, you had your fun. You had your fun. You went and did some side quests. Now it's time to finish the game.
Say, are you
Thank
sure?
you.
Are you sure?
And it means more coming, like, okay, that sounded weird, that sounded bad, but it's different. It's different hearing it from someone who's not like family and like, oh yeah, you're so good at this. You know what I mean?
I feel that. So, of course you think that, grandma.
Yeah, there you go. Like, you're just saying this because you're my mom.
Right. Like, I purposely took a trash photo to show to you to see if you were being honest, and you loved it. Like,
that's my pinky toe. What do you mean this is the
It was a test.
Like, the lens isn't even on. This isn't even a picture.
It's not even focused.
No, it's not abstract. This is trash.
Right. I forgot to take the lens cap off. It's just black.
It's the greatest picture ever, baby girl.
Right. Oh my God. So avant-garde. Like, I literally just Googled the color black and showed you a picture, Mom.
This isn't even mine.
It's like, what did Dane Cook say? Where the fuck did you got those pink 50s from, Grandma? Classic.
They're gonna be happy. They're gonna be really happy, especially my boyfriend, because he's been telling me for a while, and I'm like, okay,
look, man,
you say that because you love me.
Word. Another liar.
Yeah. Okay, it's time. It's time.
They are extremely good.
Get back.
Thank you.
I can't think of a better way to end this bad boy than that. You know? Like,
yeah, right.
But before we let you go, let us know. Matter of fact, really quick, rapid fire question.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Greatest video game of all time.
Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
Love it.
Walked into that one. All right. Okay. Most slept on video game of all time, in your opinion.
Legend of Legaia.
Okay.
She
was ready. She said.
Yeah.
She said.
Yeah.
She said, "Stump me, motherfucker."
Because if that story was made now,
try me.
Okay. Two more for you. hardest game you've ever played?
Ooh, hardest game I've ever played. The Lion King.
Oh,
Sega
fuck
Genesis.
that game. Fuck that game. Yo.
Sega Genesis Lion King.
The Stampede level? Fuck that game,
Oh
yo.
my gosh.
I still haven't beat that game. It's like so with that, and it might be the same answer. So final rapid fire question.
Mm-hmm.
The most ragiest of rage quits that you've ever had. What game caused it and what was the moment?
Man, that's a good one. Final Fantasy 12. I was fighting a boss called Yizamat. It had over 12 million hit points, like 100 little red bars. Okay, I set it up. There was a way you could set it up so the game would auto play overnight. I stayed up for about 15 hours trying to beat this boss. Went to sleep, woke up, I was dead. Rage quit.
Oh no, that's the worst.
Didn't touch the game for about a month.
Damn. You know what that reminds me of, Trav? That's like back when we had like less than 1 gig of internet back in the day. You would like go to download a song and that shit would say like 6 hours. And then just for you to leave it alone and come back in that zone, just like, like download was broken. You're like, motherfucker.
Or how about when like it hits 99, then it was like failure, like error.
Yeah.
Come on.
You made because you always felt in your soul like if I don't look at it, it'll download.
I know. I would always like look away for like a couple minutes and then.
Not that we ever used those LimeWire sites or anything. We just heard.
We support all artists. We support all artists. But this is all for jokes. This is for content.
Yes. But if we had,
I would say that I would have preferred FrostWire over LimeWire.
Pirates. You talking about Johnny Depp?
Don't worry, like Captain Jack
the only
Sparrow?
pirates I know is Caribbean.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. LimeWire, FrostWire. Like, why are we combining fruits and metal? Right?
Pirates? I ain't from Pittsburgh. Like what? Like, what are you talking about?
I've mentioned this on the podcast before, but it's such a random rage quit was Def Jam Vendetta against Paul Wall. I could not beat him for the life of me.
Yeah, that game was hard as shit, yo.
Bro. And like he had this attack where he would go like, and you knew it was coming, but I couldn't like block it. He would go, "It's Paul Wall, baby," and then does like this DJ scratch, and then like the environment around you just blows up, and
my man had a domain expansion.
Yo, for real, and it shit would just knock away like all your HP, and I was just like, yo.
Hey, come on, Mikey. That's the real for this episode, by the way.
It's Paul Wall.
It's Paul Wall.
Paul Wall with domain expansion is crazy.
That's literal tears, yo.
I kid you not. I didn't play the game after that. I don't even know if he was even like one of the final bosses, but he was the final boss for me.
That's hilarious. Miss PinkSaibot, before we let you go and enjoy the rest of your day, let the people know what you got going on, how they can support you, where they can find you, and we'll obviously put it in the bio for this episode. But yeah, tell the people how they can show love.
Okay, first of all, thank you guys for watching this, listening, and supporting my guys.
Hey.
You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok for now, and YouTube as PinkSaibot everywhere. It's PinkSaibot_ on TikTok though. I do mental health Mondays on Mondays, usually between 10 and 11. Sometimes we do 11 to 12. It depends on what kind of night everybody had. You will see my company coming out, W Mom. We're going to have merch available hopefully by the end of January. You can catch me in the Bunny Gang. You can catch me doing some stuff with CXM. You can catch me everywhere, but mostly on Twitch and Instagram.
Love that.
And then once the business launches, let us know so we can promote the hell out of it.
1,000%. We'll bring it back. Once the business is live, we'll bring it back.
Yeah. Thank you.
Talk about it again. Well, good brother Trav, I'd love to give you the final word for some wisdom if you have any.
I mean, I think we dropped Plenty of gems. This
Paul Waldo man.
Yeah, listen. Look. Listen, you know, Paul Wall made me fall, so I made the call that I could not ball.
It's so better than that. Lifers, we call you guys the lifers because you quite literally put the L into DB4L, and we can't grow this spirit bomb without you. So lend us your energy by way of likes, subscribes, follows on YouTube, the social medias, 5 to 7 star reviews if that's possible, and all that Jupiter jazz parts 1 and 2. And the easiest way to do that is by clicking the all-powerful link tree of might in the episode description below. And like we always say here in the Kame house that Toriyama built, whether you watch it or you read it, we all need it. So open up your nerd eye, and we will see you next time on Dragon Ball Faux Life. Dodon Ray. Bow. Shout out to super producer Mikey and Dragon Ball GT.
Love you, Mikey. Shout out to y'all. All caps. Intact. English. I mixed it up. It's okay. We got ball. Fucking ball.